Yesterday, I was banned from Walmart on a technicality, and I want to get out and explain my side of the things before these big corporations. What they do is they band together and they start pushing a joint narrative to victimize, or is it, yeah, victimize themselves and demonize the person that they're all banned up against. What had happened was yesterday, my wife decided to not be selfish by, she's been having a lot of headaches. She decided to not have a headache, and she took me to my hairdresser to get a haircut. Haircut. Anyways, we get the haircut, and then I want a new phone. Okay, I've been wanting a new phone for a while. The iPhone 17 looks awesome. It's what I'm filming on right now. It looks great, but I didn't want to have to wait for it to come in the mail from the Apple store, so we are looking at stores in the area, and the nearest store that sells it is a Walmart. And I don't really shop at Walmart very often, but I was willing to brave the storm, so I go in, and I am expecting to pay $900 and walk out with an unlocked phone and come home and connect it to my carrier, Xfinity. And I go to the back, and they have those fucking nasty little gremlins working at the carrier booths. They got like AT&T and Verizon and all those people, and they're in the back. And I go to the back, and they're like, "Oh, how can I help you today, sir?" In their nasty, gross voice, and they have these poor people veneers too. These fucking nasty poor people veneers that look like they're blue. And I was like, "Oh, I'm just here to buy an unlocked iPhone 17. I just want to take it home and put it on my carrier." And he goes, "Oh, that's not actually how it happens at this Walmart, sir. You're gonna have to connect it to a carrier." And I was like, "I have my own carrier. I just want the phone. Can I please just buy the phone and leave?" And he insists that if I buy it at full price, it's going to be locked to one of their carriers, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. So I'm like, "Fuck it. What kind of rates do you guys have?" And he's like, "Well, what are you looking for?" And I was like, "All right, I would like the cheapest unlimited data plan that you guys offer." And he says they had one for $14.99 a month. It is called the Milk Plan. And he said it offers unlimited data, and at about 20 gigabytes, it starts to slow down. That's what they say. When they say unlimited high-speed data, capped at whatever, that means that after that, you're still getting unlimited data, but it's a lot slower. Like, you'll be able to send emails, you might not be able to text pictures, whatever. That's up my alley. I'm happy with that. And so we set up this phone plan. He says, yeah, it's called the Milk Plan. You also get unlimited calls and FaceTimes to glasses of milk. What the fuck ever. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. But I go ahead and I buy it. And he's setting it up on his phone, and I couldn't get that out of my head. I thought maybe I was going crazy for a second. And my family, we have history of mental illness. I'm sure you guys know about my uncle and that whole schizophrenia drama, and my son who had those visions. But I don't have any of those. I actually have it worse because I have one that hasn't been diagnosed yet. I have this thing where when I get really angry, I see red. And I kind of black out, and I wake up, my fists bloodied, and everyone around me usually has like bruises. We call it Hulk mode. And we haven't really, it hasn't turned into anything. So it's actually a lot worse than schizophrenia or bipolar disorder because we don't know how to fix it or how to cure it. But it does work for the, what is it, like a temporary insanity defense? I know that. But he sets up my phone, and he passes it back to me. And I'm looking at it, and I decide to call my wife, who is standing right next to me. So she has my new number, and the phone call is not going through. It's not even ringing. It just says unable, like whatever the fuck it says, whatever the default iPhone thing is. It's like unable to make call or unable to call number as dialed. Not sure. And I ask him, I'm like, "Hey, what's going on here? Why can't I call my wife?" And he goes, "Oh, the Milk Plan, it only allows you to call glasses of milk." And at this point, he's looking at me like I'm the stupid one. Like he didn't just say the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. And he thinks I'm a moron. He thinks I'm the average Walmart shopper, IQ in the toilet, stupid person. I was gifted growing up all throughout school. I've been in the gifted program. Very hard gifted program, mind you. There were only, in all my classes, there were like 4 students and 6 teachers. So I'm no fucking dummy. He's telling me, "Yeah, you can only call glasses of milk." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Can we use real words, please? I'm not fucking average Walmart shopper, fucking moron in here to buy tiny little stupid like chocolate bars and frozen steaks. I'm here to buy my phone and leave. And he says, yeah, you can call John Milk or John Cream, or if you're in Mexico, our plan also lets you call Juan Leche. Now, I'm trying really hard not to, I'm starting to see red. I'm starting to see red. I'm trying to calm that down, and I don't want to see red, okay? I don't want to Hulk out. Well, that's copyrighted. I don't want to go Hulk mode. So, and especially not in front of my wife. I don't want to embarrass her in front of a bunch of dumb people. So, I calm myself down, and I say, all right, if this is true, I believe I've been swindled. Let me get my money back, please. I'd like a full refund. I will give you this phone. You can put it back in the box. I can get my old phone back, and we can part ways. And I can go to a regular store with regular people that are not fucking lunatics. And he goes, he looks me dead in my face, and he says, there are no refunds. And I'm quoting him here. So you can't get mad at me. He goes, there are no refunds, you broke-ass milker. At this point, Hulk mode is activated, and I can't do anything about it. I black out. I wake up on the floor, and my knee is killing me. And we're surrounded by cops, and they said, oh yeah, a customer attempted a flying knee at a Walmart employee. And they start laughing. They think it's like funny. They're like, oh, why didn't he just throw a punch? First of all, Captain Falcon, the sweet spot on his flying knee does more damage than a Falcon punch. The knockback is fucking crazy. So, to defend my, insanity defense self, it probably was a pretty clean shot. It probably was a lot more effective than a simple punch would do. But they were laughing at me, and I see my vision going red again. And at this point, I wake up, and I am outside of the store. I am on the pavement, and my wife has left. I think she went home. And I go home, and a police officer comes to our door the next morning, just like a few hours ago, and says, you've been formally trespassed from Walmart for attempting to assault an employee. But that is not what happened. I would never go after a Walmart employee, okay? Those guys, they can't help how stupid they are. They can't help it. But these phone kiosk people, they're evil, and they know it. They're preying on dumb people. I'm looking out for you, dumb people. When I did that Captain Falcon flying knee to the phone kiosk guy, I was on your side. But yeah, now I'm stuck with this fucking useless brick, and I can't call anyone on it, unless they're a glass of milk, whatever the fuck that means. And I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to fucking find a cup of milk to sell this phone to? Oh yeah, it comes with all the bells and whistles. Do you know how fucking crazy I'd look? I don't know what to do. I'm going to try to make the most of it. I'm going to call my mom on my wife's phone, obviously, and tell her what happened and see if maybe I am developing my hallucinations, I don't know, that run in the family.